Hey, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing this evening? We got the Toy Train fan joining us for tonight's show. I see. We got Scott jumping in. How you doing tonight, Scott? So just in case you guys are a little unaware, we are doing tonight's live show on not only just YouTube, but also Facebook as well. So if you guys have a Facebook account, the live stream will be headed, well, the live stream is currently being aired on Facebook as well. So again, if you have Facebook, that's great, and you can watch the show over on that platform. But if you don't, and you just have YouTube, then that's pretty much okay too. Hey, good evening. How are you doing, Ed? So am I. It's going to be an unexpected phenomenon, but I have all the tools that I need just for the occasion. I got my hand warmers, and I also bought a new pair of gloves off of Amazon. So those are two of the best things that you're going to need for a heavy-duty snowstorm, especially if you're outside shoveling. Okay, guys, so just to remind everybody, it's going to be very difficult for me to speak to all you directly while running the trains and looking into the camera at the same time. So I'm still going to throw the comments up on the screen, but you guys probably won't be hearing me speak as much for tonight's show. But yet again, I'll try to look over every comment that I go through and answer each question as best as I can. We might take a little bit of an intermission a little later, so that way it'll make it easier for me to look at everybody's comments at the same time. But for now, we're just going to sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, it's like I said before, I can't even speak clearly. We're just going to hang back for a little bit, relax, and enjoy the running session of all of the trains running for this evening. I got the 2332 Century Club GG1 pulling a set of standard O freight cars. We got the Post-War 671 on the inner circle. And then finally on the main loop, we have my MPC Pennsylvania F3 set pulling the passenger consist of the reproduction conventional classic line-on-line Irvington cars. that's not good. Alright, looks like we gotta figure out why the trains stopped all of a sudden. Well, looks like we're going to have to go back to running at least 2 trains at once. Oops. There we go. Let's power down GG1, and we'll just run the 671 and the whatchamacallit. We'll just run the turbine as well as the F3s. What's up, John? Welcome to the show tonight. All right, we're still having a little bit of trouble, so I think I'm going to stop the trains there, pull up a chair, turn the camera around, and we're going to take a little bit of a break from running the turbine, the GG1, and all that great stuff for a little while. And so from there, I can go ahead and turn the camera so that way I'm facing you guys. And so that way we can, shoot the breeze and chat for a little bit. And actually, better yet, let me pull my chair up so that way you guys can see me better. And from there, I'm going to place the camera over on this side. Yeah, I think that should be okay. Well, there you go. Let's do it over here. There we go. So it looks like we're going to be stuck with each other for quite some time. So if any of you guys who are watching have any questions for me, feel free to fire away in the comments below, and I'll throw them up on the screen here so that way we can answer them. So once more, if you guys have any questions, feel free to fire away in the comments. I'll throw them up on the screen. And from there, we can go ahead and answer each and every one of everybody's questions. But if not, I guess we might as well get back to running the trains, which I wasn't really planning to just yet because I wanted to know how everybody's been and how everybody's been up to. So the 2332 is an original Lionel Century Club model, which was made around 1998. And for some of you who are not familiar with the Century Club was a special kind of re-release of 5 iconic and classic locomotives from the post-war era, which the Lionel Corporation wanted to bring back and develop some of the newer electronics into their engines. Come on, guys. I know that you all out there have some pretty interesting questions to ask me, so don't leave me hanging. Well, since I don't really see any questions so far, I do want to mention to everybody that I do want to mention to each and every one of you that there are going to be some changes being made to the channel going forward. I will be, in fact, I will for sure be putting out some videos for this year, but unlike last year, you probably won't be seeing as many per month. And that's only because, any type of video that I make, it really takes a long time for me to process and put everything together at once. So even if I'm lucky, I'll try to at least put maybe at least like 1 or 2 videos out per month. And not even two, supposedly. I would say maybe either I would say either one video and maybe 2 additional small like shorts or reels, whatever you guys call them these days. You know, those short little 3-minute videos, which seems to be a really big trend on social media. Nope, and you probably won't be seeing me at the April show anytime soon. The October show, yes, but the April show, that's a little bit of a stretch. And if you guys see the live chat being turned on and off on the bottom of the screen here, that's mainly because I have like a little notification in the right bottom corner here where I'm trying to scroll through everything. So just bear with me. Q&A, Q&A. Wherefore art thou the Q&A? Now, if some of you out there checked out the brand new Lionel catalog, make sure to let me know what you thought about it in the comments, and I'll throw it up on the screen here to share everybody's reaction and thoughts and opinions and all that. So, in shorter terms, all that great stuff. Nothing really. I mean, there didn't really seem to be anything that was too typical on my mind. But I am very intrigued that they brought back the 1656 for the Line Sheet Plus line, because you would think that they would do the 1665 instead, because that engine is over 80 years old, you know, from the post-war era. But instead, they went with the 1656, which was made around 48 and 49. Ed says that he wants the chassis and the CSX GP40-2 locomotives. I did really like those a lot when I was looking at them myself. Not that I'm planning to get one anytime soon, but they were really nice. As do the rest of us, for sure. I definitely think that this catalog release was a little bit more positive this time around compared to last year and the year before. The Bicentennial, I do like that one too, but I really wish they could have made it into a 2 point. I really wish that they could have made it into a 2.0 locomotive instead. Because we already saw that one for the Lionel Lion Chief lineup before. But I think it's high time that they did a few upgrades to the engine to make it a 2.0 model. And as you guys may or may not already know, I already did my quick review of the new Lionel 2026 catalog release for a little short video that I made a couple of days ago. So if you haven't gone and watched that just yet, I highly recommend you do so. You don't really hear me talking a whole lot because it's very difficult for me to talk on video than it is when it comes to the live streams that I do. And most importantly, I don't want anybody to think that I'm mostly stage acting for any of the videos that I make here on the channel. John says it was a way better catalog release than last year. That it definitely was. And I also know for sure that Mike over at the Secondhand Overland is really geeking out over the brand new release of the 2.0 Union Pacific Lion Chief Big Boy. And that's not the first time that they released a Lion Chief Plus model of the engine. But compared to the ones that they made before, this one's only going to be produced in very limited quantities. So it's a really good time to be a big boy fan for this year, and it's also a really good year to be a T1 fan as well. If you're a fan of the Reading T1, they just restored the American Freedom Train look for the locomotive over at the Baltimore and Ohio Railway Museum. So that's something really cool to get excited over about. And I really I haven't really got any feedback or any additional information on the return of 4014 this year. So I'm really, holding on to my seat, just trying to figure out when they're going to announce when the engine is going to be up and running. It's a nice looking model. I mean, don't get me wrong. but I don't know if I'll be able to get my hands on any of the new releases because I'm still pretty occupied with my MTH semi-scale Rail King Big Boy. The only minor adjustment that I do need to make to it for this year is to replace the coupler with a brand new proto coupler, which actually opens up all the way. Because the way that I have the engine right now, when it comes to the tender, the coupler does open up, but it gets frozen in place when it goes only halfway open. So once I'm done working on the GG1 over on the layout here, I'm going to jump on over to the big boy and swap out the old coupler for a brand new one. Now, you guys are probably wondering why are you bringing up the GG1? And that's mainly because I did repair the front coupler for the engine, but the rear coupler was kind of far beyond repairing. So I'm still kind of waiting for the new coupler to be sent. I'm still waiting for the new coupler to, how do I pronounce this? Well, I don't even know how to say it, but it's going to be like another day or two until I get the replacement coupler that I need to swap out for the new one. I may be autistic, but I sure know how to make a good first impression. And that's how I really like to keep things around here. Once again, nobody's perfect, and I'm not saying that anybody out there is perfect by any means, but we always try to do our best, no matter what the situation might be. Whether it's a live video, making a short little episode for your YouTube channel, or doing whatever you guys like to do, or doing whatever we like to do, there's always going to be an obstacle along the way. Hey, hello, how are all you doing tonight? Good evening to everybody. I'm doing good. I subscribed to your channel, gave you the thumbs up for the video tonight. Thanks, man. Really glad to have you on the show, Eugene. You also might see some slight minor adjustments made to the layout in the back here. And let me just take the camera off the tripod so that way I can give you guys a better look at what I'm talking about here. So this is where the trolley line ends up. And right now I'm just kind of experimenting on what type of changes I want to make here. So the mountain, which was over on the left side of the layout, is now on the right side behind the forest. And again, it's still somewhat of a work in progress. I don't know if I'm going to keep it here or not. And something inside of me is telling me that I should probably go back to the old system of putting a cityscape over here, because even if I do put the mountain over here, the trolley is going to go halfway into the mountain and then come out unexpectedly, which in a way would make it seem a little unrealistic. And over here on the left side where the mountain used to be, we have somewhat of a little bit of a small town area featuring the Plasticville post office, the church building, and a little skyscraper, which I just kind of made out of cardboard and glued together. And whether I keep this brand new look for the layout or not, I will reveal everything in the next layout update that I'll be doing. And I'm really hoping to have that video out at some point during the middle of March or even April. No. No way, Jose. I mean, these things are still, they're still working wonders for me, so no LED modifications to these whatsoever. I have a bunch of different type of cleaning solutions, but this is the material that I normally use to clean the track. And quite honestly, I would really need to start cleaning the track a little bit more often. Now I am still going to put out a live stream at least once every month, but it's really the main videos that I post here on the channel that you might see a little less and less of going forward. Hey, Jeremy. Haven't heard from you in a while. How you doing, buddy? Yes. Happy Wednesday to you, too. That's good. That's really good to hear, man. I also have the day off, too, today. And not only just for today, but I actually have the rest of the week off. Thankfully, I don't have to go back to work until Saturday. Well, so much for that. Haven't really had this problem in who knows how long. So it looks like it's time for us to turn the camera around again. And while we wait for the power to go back on, let's do a little bit more chatting. So the main problem why the trains keep going off every 5 to 10 minutes is because I have so much AC powered equipment on the layout here that the ZW that I'm running the entire layout off of just cannot. It just can't really handle all that electricity. So normally when I run something, it's better to run at least one AC powered engine and then have the rest of them all be DC powered. I'm working on a side project with a little dockside steam switcher engine. It will be a cross of steampunk and cyberpunk. I'm sure they will, my friend. I'm sure they will. Okay, guys, 5 more minutes and then we're going to wrap it up. What's going on, Jeremy? Awesome. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I really am. Well, it's like I said from the very beginning, it's a really good year to be a T1 fan. And not to mention that the Baltimore and Ohio Railway Museum restored the American Freedom Train for this year for the 250th anniversary of our country. MCH is coming out with brand new tooling for the RS3 locomotive. Very exciting. Very exciting to hear. The Freedom Train. Not just for the freedom, but it's always really good to be an American. We always got to stick out for the American dream. Yeah. Dave did a really great job on that video too. I love watching Dave's videos. He was actually one of the first guys that I ever followed on Instagram when I started my social media page. I also think it's quite funny that we're both Jersey guys, because I'm originally from North, whatchamacallit. Well, basically, I'm originally from Jersey. I've been living there for like 25 years. So it's really nice to see a lot of more Jersey model train fanatics out there. They always make me feel right at home. Central Jersey, that's what it was. What I was going to say earlier was that I'm originally from Central New Jersey. You got that right, John. A Jersey boy is going to do what a Jersey boy is going to do. All right, everybody. Looks like I kind of overstayed my welcome just a little bit, so I think we're just about ready to shut everything down. So let me go turn off the transformer real quick so that way I can send us all off, so that way we can end the show tonight. And there we go, right in front of the passenger station there. And that's what I consider to be the perfect model train station stop. So this might not have been the biggest or the over-the-top best live stream that I've done so far for the beginning of the year, but I will say it was. I always enjoy having a great time chatting with you guys, each and every one of you. I mean, we're all different in our own way, but it's really nice to get out there in the community and socialize with everybody out there. And if you guys are enjoying the live stream on Facebook, I'm pretty sure that not many people tuned in for the Facebook Live. But if you have enjoyed it, make sure to let me know what you thought about it and give the video a thumbs up. As for everybody else, thank you all so much for tuning in. Now, again, I'll be back again at some point in February to do another live video. But for the meantime, I'm going to take a little bit of a break for at least like a couple of weeks before I continue on to make more content for the channel. So from all of us here at Railchief74, thank you all so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful night, and we'll catch you all next month for the beginning of February. All right. So that's that, and we'll catch you guys later.